Hey guys, it's your Thursday video. So this week I wanted to talk to you about adjusting. And while adjusting in life is a good thing and being accommodative is a superb thing, but let me be honest, I think that being too adjusting is just bending over backwards. And I'm talking about how gay people treat other gay people, and not only other gay people but also the society around them and how they view the society around them. So in the last couple of weeks I've been talking with people on my YouTube comments, and I've had a few from one of the subscribers or viewers, and I've been talking on Twitter, and I've been talking on Instant Messenger, and I've come to the conclusion that a lot of you out there have these ideas about adjusting with the status quo or adjusting with how the situation is around you. And while that is, I appreciate it, frankly I really appreciate it, but I wanted to address this in the video. Now, I think to some extent you may be right. I think you are right. In a lot of circumstances we should take into account how other people see us and how we have to exist in the same society. But I believe in one, and I believe very strongly in one thing, and that is we need to take the challenge heads on today about securing our rights. And the reason for that is, if we will not do this today, we are basically being selfish and taking the easy way out. And I also believe to a large extent that our actions today will determine how the future generations of young people which are coming up get to live their lives after we are gone. I must say this, that the rate of suicide among gay teens and preteens and young people is extremely high. A lot of gay teens are depressed. Don't believe me? Just go back to your younger days and just think about how you felt when you first discovered that you were different from everybody else. We are the ones who have the chance to make a difference for these people who are growing up and to make an impact. We have to leave our legacy. We can't have children in many cases, but these young people are our responsibility in a way. We need to make sure that they have a good future, and we can only do so if we stand up for what is right. And what is right is equality in all manners, and what is right is that it happens today, not tomorrow. And even though I agree it may take years and years and years in the way Indian system moves, if we don't start today, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. We can't just keep putting it off until tomorrow, until day after. We can't put it off till everybody knows about what gay people do and what gay people are. Sex education is good, but frankly speaking, not everyone that you walk on the street with should know about it. That is an irrelevant topic because, and I'll tell you why, most people do know how sex functions. Think about it, there are like a billion people around you. They all came into this world as a result of sex. And I'm sure that most Indian people know about being gay as well. Think about how many gay slurs and abuses are thrown around each day at you. Obviously these people know what gays are all about, but in a perverted way. Now, let me just say something. I believe very, very sincerely that we have done enough adjusting. We have had enough. We have had enough of being ignored. We have had enough of being suppressed. And if you think that one day you will just marry a girl and adjust again, well, think about this. You're always gonna be lonely. You're always gonna be cruising from guy to guy. And while you may be good looking and dashing now, that's all gonna wither away in a couple of years. And then you're gonna have some major issues, even scoring with other guys. So while you may think it doesn't affect you, and you may think that while being in the closet everything is just hunky-dory now and it will continue to be that way, it won't last. If you don't want to prepare for your own future, well, good luck to you. But think about it. All it needs is a bit of courage, and you have it within you, because as gay people we have megatons of courage. We have always faced adversity in all that we do in life, and we can overcome whatever odds are thrown at us. So if it's just a matter of securing our rights, sure, we can do it, but you need to be visible for in order to get it. If you're not seen, if you just keep hiding away in your closet, in your little closet, nobody's going to pay any attention to you. And if you need to get that attention, you need to come out. And I understand some of you are not in a position to come out. You may have abusive parents. You may have a family that simply doesn't understand. You may have melodramatic parents who you just don't want to cross. But you know what? It's not always that bad. Sometimes we make it worse than it is actually. So do yourselves and do me a favor as well. Watch my coming out video. The link is just below. And think about what I said there. And sometimes it's just quite easy to come out, and sometimes it's not. That's your call. You're gonna have to make it. But I can suggest you one thing: life is always easier after you've come out. And even if you get kicked out of your house, you know what? Those people really never loved you. So yeah, that's the worst thing that can happen. You can lose your family, and family is very, very important in life. But if a family just loves you for the straight son that you are, straight, then you are just being delusional. And I know many people think that they can live a double life all throughout their existence, but remember one thing, and I always say this to everybody I know: you may fool your parents into believing that you're straight, but after they're dead and gone and buried, do you really want to go through life knowing that your parents never knew who the real you is? And if you believe in an afterlife, then you're going to meet them there, and they're going to know anyway. So yeah, you're going to have to deal with that there. And if you don't believe in an afterlife, well, you've just cheated your parents all throughout their lives. Sounds bad? Yes, it does sound bad, but that's how I think it is. Tough luck if you don't agree with me. I'm sorry, I may come across totally as rude today, but I'm pissed off. But you know what? A lot of you are not that way. A lot of you want to be honest with yourselves and with those people around you. So if you value who you are as a person, try to come out. I'm not saying come out, I'm saying try to come out. And if you don't, well, you're not going to help yourself, you're not going to help your community, you're not going to help your parents, you're not going to be much of a help to anybody. You're just being selfish to some extent. And yeah, I may sound sanctimonious, I may sound preachy, I may sound completely incorrect in your views, in your mind. I may sound like a complete fool, but this is my views, these are my views. So yeah, I'm putting them out there. Any comments? Please put them below. We'll have a little discussion on this. I promise to discuss as freely as I can on this, and I'll try to get back on every comment I get on this. And that's all I have for this week. I'm sorry if I was a little sweaty. It's very, very hot here. It's 41 degrees. Even with the air conditioning on, I was sweating a bit. But I hope to see you next week, and enjoy your weekend. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye.